To the globalist tyrants and their treacherous puppets, I bring you fair warning. The two reasons why the American working class remained silent and appeared meek for the last 4 years: 1. They had more to lose and more dependents to care for than your scumbag communist minions that were destroying everything sacrosanct to them. And 2. They still had faith in the system itself to eventually correct the blatant subversion and corruption. Your draconian lockdowns and treacherous riots are destroying the first. Your cheating them out of a legitimate election is about to obliterate the second. The people you assume to be dumb, cowardly, and even compliant are larger in number, have a stronger work ethic, are better tempered under stressful conditions, have grown a thicker skin under ever-increasing deprivation, neglect, and abuse from you. They are better armed, better trained in both survival and warfare, and they feel strongly that they have God on their side, unlike the godless and the God-complexed among you. But lastly, and most importantly, you plutocrats and your communist goons, both equally degenerate, parasitic, and especially ungrateful, it is you who needed the working man's support far more than they ever needed your contemptible and farcical so-called leadership. Even if our president is vindicated, even if he wins this election, you will not stop. You'll just move on to the next plan, and the next one, and the next one, until you degrade us all from free citizen to corporate drone. Our fight is inevitable because your gluttony is insatiable and your evil is limitless. They will have patriots on their side, while you will only have mercenaries and psychopaths on yours. And it's obvious that you fear their wrath and resolve, because only the weak, the amoral, and the cowardly rely exclusively on deception and subversion. Never once did you call out your enemies, the president and his supporters, with any honesty. Every time you opened your mouth and pointed your finger, it was a lie, a trick, and even worse, a projection. And the threat to your power will not stop at the American border. For the same growing rage and nationalist sentiment is being felt in every single industrialized Western nation that you've politically portrayed, and even dozens of third world nations that you've ravaged with war and slavery. This is not merely one example of civil war. No, this is a simultaneous rise of once sovereign nations vying to break free from the shackles of debt to a shadowy banking cartel that have formulated their plans to form a global empire since their mastery of war profiteering during Napoleonic Wars. The very same military-industrial complex that President Eisenhower himself tried to warn us of in his farewell speech. A silent majority is about to find their voice, and a sleeping giant is about to awaken. The age of the arrogant leech is about to end. As for the eagle, finding its wings once again and to proudly soar the span of the western horizon, well, his time is about to begin.